Hey, what's up, David and Brian? Thank you guys for joining me over here. Let me just get this intro out the way, and I'm gonna jump to you guys' questions first. So I appreciate you. So, real quick, guys, the deadline to opt out of the student child tax credit is June 28, 2021. So the IRS is only giving you 5 more days, only 5 more days to opt out of these monthly payments if you do not want to receive them in July. Um, so yeah, and then like there's several other days to opt out. So make sure you guys pay attention. I posted a blog article just now. So if you have not joined my newsletter, go to the link in my bio, join my newsletter because I just posted each update, each date about when you have to opt out. Now you don't have to opt out each month. Once you opt out, you're pretty opt out for good. And so forth. So I just wanted to get that out the way, guys, that hey, that deadline to opt out, if you do not want to receive payments in July, that the opportunity to opt out is June 28th. Okay, so I'm gonna answer you guys' questions. If you're just joining on the TikTok, come join me on YouTube. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. I'm currently streaming on YouTube. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into these questions. For the first one, David Duke, what's up, David? I had to pay for my taxes, so I set up monthly payments. But now it shows I get a refund. Okay, so will they withdraw money in my accounts? Should I call the IRS? Duke, I had to pay for my taxes, so I set up monthly payments. But now it shows I get a refund. So you'll probably have a credit on your account if you overpaid in any sort of way in your taxes. They should issue. If you have an overpayment on your taxes, you overpaid your taxes, whether it be monthly payments, those refunds. Typically they'll credit your account somehow, and they'll take care of it. So you might have an additional refund coming, or I'm not sure how they're going to take care of it, but either way, David, sounds like you got good news to me. Hey guys, if you're watching from TikTok, come join the Instagram. The YouTube. I'm currently on YouTube. All right, Brian. So you're saying that I can claim him for this year because I claimed him 2020, but next year when she claims them, what happened? So you're saying that I can claim him for this year because I claimed them for 2020, but next year when she claims them. So Brian, if you claim them in 2020 on the 2020 tax return, right? So you file your 2020 tax return in 2021. So we got to remember that first. You file your 2020 tax return in 2021. You'll file your 2021 tax return in 2022. So let's assume that you will claim them on your 2020 tax return, the tax return you filed this year. If you claim them and you meet all the qualifications, well, then the IRS is going to issue you the monthly payments. Right? The IRS is going to issue you the monthly payments. But when you go to file your taxes, when you go to file your 2021 tax return next year in 2022, and the dependent is no longer there, well, you might have to pay back those monthly payments if you did not opt out. You may have to pay back those monthly payments if you did not opt out. But Brian, hopefully I'm pronouncing it all right. It's like Brian with an N. Sorry. But you follow me. Let's focus. If you under no circumstances will you have to pay this money back if you make less than $40,000 following single, $50,000 head of household, and $60,000 married following jointly. Under no circumstances you have to pay those payments back. Hey guys, if you're just joining, come join the YouTube. Get your question answered on YouTube. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. Go to the link in my bio. Hi guys. Okay, cool. What's up, Marissa? If a person only has one in I-10, will they still be receiving payments? Oh, I want to say yes. I'm not 100% sure. I know the qualification is that the child has to have a social security number. The child has to have a social security number. So you're saying that? Okay, we answered that one. Hey, Duke, what's up? What's up, Marie? Hello, my question is, my son turned 18 in September last year. I claimed him on my 2020 tax this year. I will get to. Hello, my son has turned 18 in September last year. I claimed him on my 2020 tax this year. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like you will because your son is 18. So the qualifications for the child tax credit is that your child is aged between 0 and 17. Ages between 0 and 17. When can we add a child? So you'll be able to add a child hopefully soon. Once the IRS releases that portal, I will let you know. Guys, if you're watching from TikTok, come join to YouTube. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. Thank you for real. You're absolutely welcome. Thank you so much for saying thank you. My children just started receiving Social Security death benefit. Does that count towards my income on taxes? Yeah, depends. I'm not 100% sure. Friend in jail, how can he opt out in the events? If your friend's in jail, so that's what. But if your friend wants to opt out, they have to access the portal just like anybody else would. So you can help them access the portal if that helps. Okay, so if my kid's father claimed the kids last year and next year. Okay, so my kid's father claimed the kids last year and next year, and next year I am. Should he opt out? So he should consider opting out if he's below those income limits. So at the end of the day, it's up to him, or up to them if they want to opt out or not. So once again, the parent that is not claiming the kid on the next year's tax return, they do not have to pay back those monthly payments if they make less than $40,000 filing single, $50,000 have a household, and $60,000 married filing jointly. I owe some past taxes. Do I owe some past taxes? Do I file for me to get the money? So the easiest way to make sure the IRS has your information on file in order for you to receive those advanced monthly payments is by filing your 2020 tax return. That's the easiest way. The fastest way to make sure you qualify that you're receiving those monthly child tax credit is to file your 2020 tax return. So make sure you get that filed as soon as possible. Also, there's about 69 of you guys watching on YouTube and only 6 likes. Only 6 likes. Let's get those likes up, baby. I'm going to jump back into some of these questions. All right, so the comments. YouTube just did something weird, and all the comments just went to the bottom. So I'm starting from the bottom. What if you would not file taxes in 2021 and 2022? You may have to use the non-filer tool. Do I have to pay back this for? If you may, it depends, guys. If you're joining on the TikTok, come to YouTube. That's where my main focus is right now. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. You can also reach it from the link in my bio. Let's see. What if someone didn't file taxes in 2021? Can they add kids to get the money if they will be claiming them in 2022? So there's a non-filer tool. So if you weren't required to file, if you were required to file, if you were not required to file a 2020 tax return, if you weren't required to file one, but you have qualifying children that will qualify you for the child tax credit, then you can use the non-filer tool, which files a 2020 tax return for you, a very simple tax return for you, in order to get those payments. What if we don't have a job right now but have kids? So for this new child tax credit, guys, thank you for you guys. 11 of you guys liked the video. I went from 17 likes on this video, or 6 likes to 17. I appreciate it. So you don't have to have earned income, or you don't have to have a job to qualify for these advanced child tax credit payments. So that's what's new about this one. You don't have to have a job. You don't have to have earned income to qualify. Okay. Does receiving the advanced child tax credit affect us in a bad or a good way? It depends. It depends up to you. So whether you receive the advanced monthly payments or not, you're going to receive the same amount. Like everybody's going to, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's up to you. What do you choose, right? So if you're the type of person where you're like, I don't know, like this doesn't feel right, well, just opt out and don't take the monthly payments and take it when you file your tax return. If you're afraid that you may owe it back next year, just opt out. So it's really up to you. And what do you like and what would you like to do? Shout out to everybody who just liked this live again. We're now at 28 likes. Thank you guys so much. What if your child was born June 19th? So if your child was born June 19th, congratulations. That was a couple days ago. What's the baby's name? But if you would like those monthly payments, you will be able to add the birth of a child in the portal. Just not sure when you'll be able to add that information, but hopefully soon. This is from USCC Barbie. What do I do if the child tax credit portal says eligible, but I know I'm eligible? Not eligible. I don't know what's up with that portal. Like typically when the IRS releases, I wouldn't freak out. I wouldn't panic because typically the IRS always goes through these phases. Hopefully it'll update. If you are eligible, it will say you're eligible. And Noah, thank you so much for the $4.99. Yeah, guys, easiest way to get my attention is to send money and a question with that. Hey, Duke came late, so my fiance's okay. Hey, Duke came came. I'm late. Hey, welcome. So my fiance's turn to fill out the with his daughter, but it says not eligible. Okay, let me read that again. Hey, dude, came in late. So my fiance tried to fill out with his daughters, but it says not eligible. What he can do. So if you're talking about that portal, that's that's going around the child tax credit update portal, where you'll be able to opt out when it says you're eligible, and if you know your fiance is eligible, right? You guys both know you're eligible because you reached requirements, because maybe you've been watching these videos. I wouldn't let that portal freak you out, because the IRS is kind of known to kind of mess things up. I mean, like, they have a lot going on. So hopefully, if you are eligible, that information will be updated very soon. I wouldn't panic. I wouldn't freak out. Let's just ride this wave of patience, and hopefully they'll update that portal accordingly. And especially if you're eligible, that you will receive those eligible payments. Hi guys, if you're watching from the TikTok, come join me on YouTube. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. You can reach me by going to the link in my bio. All right, we got some paid questions, guys. So I'm focusing on the paid questions now. Shout out to everyone who's been asking regular questions, but now we're going to focus on paid questions. So the next one is for Danny. Danny, thank you so much for the $4.99. Duke, me and my wife's income will be the same as last year's. At 120 filing married, and we claim single and zero, will we be fine to accept the payments to me? It would be the same time at 120. Yeah, so there shouldn't be an issue. So, like I said, making less than $150,000 married filing jointly shouldn't be issued to accept those payments. So, especially if you're accepting those payments to, help your kids, because that's the whole purpose of the child tax credit, is to decrease child poverty by 50%. So, yeah, dude, based off what the information you're telling me, and let's say you meet all the qualifications, your child has a social security number, your main home was in the United States for more than half of the year, and you make less than $150,000 married filing jointly, you should be okay, Big Danny. You should be okay, Danny. Thank you so much for the $4.99. The next one is for Edgar. Edgar, thank you so much for the $4.99. Hey, Duke, what up, Edgar? Why does my child tax credit say pending? You will not receive payments at this time. Is it because I amended and it's still processing? To be honest, Edgar, I'm not 100% sure. But what I do know is the IRS is known for, when they're releasing new portals, when they're updating information, it's never like 100% accurate. And I believe it's not just you. Good news is not just you. It's you and a lot of other people are experiencing the same problem. A lot of other people who are eligible for the child tax credit, their thing says error, their thing says processing or pending and all of that. So I wouldn't let it freak you out yet. Let's just kind of ride this wave out. Let's see. Let's let the IRS fix out the little kinks and everything, and hopefully yours will say what's supposed to say very soon. Thank you so much, Edgar, for the $4.99. Sandy is an OG. Sandy with the straw. What else, Sandy? Looks like the homie. What else, Sandy? The Nick family qualify for the advanced child tax credit payment. Thank you, Duke. So what I know for the child tax credit payment, I did not hear that mixed families don't qualify. This is at the most simplest terms. The child has to have a social security number. The child has to have a social security number. Your main home must be in the United States for at least 6 months. 6 months. And you have to meet the income requirements. Less than $75,000 single. $112,500 head of household. $150,000 married filing jointly. Those are the only requirements I know. I don't hear nothing about if you're a mixed status family, you can't receive it. But I'm not saying you can. I'm not saying you can. I'm just saying I didn't receive it. I'm telling you what the requirements are, Sandy. So hopefully we're right. Hey guys, if you're watching from the TikTok, what's up, baby? Come join me on YouTube. I'm focused on YouTube right now. Come join me on YouTube. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. What up, Danny? Thanks so much for the $4.99. Danny with another $4.99. Appreciate that. Love the content. Absolutely, Danny. Keep dropping content for you. Thank you guys so much. Hey guys, if you are asking a question on YouTube, you have trouble getting it across, feel free to use the super chats. Pay a little couple dollars, like Danny did, like Edgar did, like Sandy did, and it's a lot easier for me to read your questions. But if no one's going to pay, I'm going to go back to the regular questions over here for you guys. Duke, can Form 72 still be filed? Yeah, so you can. for your, if you didn't file on your 2020 tax return, you may have to amend. But you also be able to use Form 7202 in 2021 as well. So that's, guys, if you don't know, the Form 7202 is to claim the self-employed sick and family leave tax credit. It is a monster credit. It's up to like $15,000 back of refundable on your tax return. So yeah, monster of a credit. TikTok. Wait, how do I pay you? You can come to YouTube. Come to YouTube. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes, and if you like spend money to pay a question, it like highlights my whole screen, and you have a 99.9% chance of your question getting answered on YouTube, especially if you send some money. Like people send like a couple dollars, like $4, $5, but you have a higher chance of getting that answered. Keep logging with the I-10. I'm not sure what's going on with that. When can we update our bank account info to receive that? Hopefully soon. Liz, thank you so much for the $3. I see you, Liz. Dude, can you answer my question in the regular chat? Liz, what was the question? Liz, I'm not gonna. Liz, why did you ask your question right there, Liz? I don't think I'll be able to find it, Liz. Okay, Liz, what can I do when the IRS updates the portal to add an independent and bank info, but need to add a picture of the front and back ID in order to create an account, but I don't have an ID before July 4th, 2021. So if you can't verify by your ID, you may have to verify by mail, Liz. You may have to verify by mail. Just whatever you got to do to get in that portal, just do it as soon as possible. If you have to wait for your ID, just wait. But if you can verify by mail, just do that. But if it doesn't let you verify by mail, just wait to the ID. But get everyone should have an account with the IRS. Just get it as soon as possible. Yeah, very good question, Liz. All right, back to Vanessa. Vanessa. Oh, snap. Vanessa, thanks so much for the $5. My kids were recently adopted. They still don't have social security numbers. I want to opt out anyways. Will they get their full amount next year? Should be able to. Should be able to. I did not read any official IRS guidance on adopted children and things like that, but I want to say you should be able to. Edgar, thank you so much for the $49.9. Here's another $49.9 just because you deserve it. Hey, Edgar with the double dip. Edgar didn't even ask a question. Edgar's like, bro, I like the content, bro. Edgar just like, I like the content. I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. Guys, if you're just joining on the TikTok, come join me on the YouTube. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes. You have a higher chance of getting your question answered, especially if you pay money to ask the question. You can spend like a couple bucks, and it highlights my screen. Cool. Lauren, thank you so much for the $4.99. My husband and I's income will be close to last year. 2 kids under 5, $4,300 refund last year. I don't withhold from my feds. Well, I still owe the money back. So, Warren, that sounds like a whole tax planning thing. My husband's income will be close to the same last year. 2 kids under 5, $4,300 refund last year. I don't withhold what I have. So it doesn't if everything's going to remain consistent as last year, nothing changing, your income's not drastically increasing. You don't have no kids, like the kids. Like they fall either between 0 to 6. I'm sorry, 0 to 5, 6 to 17. You shouldn't have to owe. If everything's going to remain the last year, you don't have any other like self-employment income, or if everything's remaining, everything, Lauren. I'm talking about everything, same job. If you got a refund last year, there's no reason why you shouldn't get another one next year. There's no reason why your refund shouldn't be even larger next year. Whether you choose to take the monthly payments, whether you're not. There's no reason why your refund should be larger next year. Okay. Jackie, thanks so much for the $4.99. What up, Jackie? If my son's dad claimed our son this year and gets monthly payments, and I claimed him next year, would I get the full payment or partial? If my son's dad claimed our son this year and gets monthly payments, and I would claim him next year, will I get the full payment? So very good question, Jackie. So this is going to be a common case for a lot of you guys that alternate years, okay? So the question is, hey, dog, like, hey, my baby dad didn't claim my kid last year. What am I going to do? So here's the thing, Jackie. It depends on whoever is claiming the kid in 2021, right? So if you're claiming, so on the 2021 tax return, I'm sorry, on the 2021 tax return, which you file in 2022, based on your situation, it sounds like you will be claiming the kid on the 2021 tax return in 2022. So let's say you don't take the monthly payments or anything like that. Well, you will get that full amount when you file your taxes in 2021. You will get the full amount. Given that you meet all the income requirements, you don't owe any taxes. Now, your son's dad, they may have to pay back those monthly payments because they don't qualify for it, right? Because they're not claiming them in 2021. They may have to pay back those payments if well they may not have to pay back if they make less than $40,000 filing single. Let me say that again because I think my voice went out. Less than $40,000 filing single. If they make less than $50,000 filing head of household, or $60,000 married filing jointly, they won't have to pay those money back. So those numbers I just said, guys, is for parents that alternate years. They won't have to pay it back, but you should still be good, Jackie. Thank you so much for that. Victoria, thank you so much for the $4.99. How do we check to see if we qualify for the child tax credit? So there is an eligibility tool out. I should probably put the link in my bio to see if you're eligible, to see if you qualify. So just Google like child tax credit eligibility tool, and it should be up. Rod Lee, thank you so much for the $5. I'm having a baby this year. Okay, what up, Riley? Congratulations. August, September, time frame, cool. Will I be able to add the baby on the portal and start getting the monthly payments? Yeah, so you will be able to add the birth of a child that you had in 2021. Now, not sure how or not sure when, because the IRS has not released that portion of the portal yet. But as soon as I do, I'm going to be super excited to share that with you guys, and I can't wait to share with you. Sanchez, thank you so much for the $4.99. I will be having a baby in September. Okay, everybody having a baby this year. Okay. I will be receiving payments for my other children. Do I need to add the newborn, or can you can wait to file your taxes. If you're comfortable waiting, just wait and just take that for the newborn. That way you have like a little something right there and there. Absolutely. Miss Valerine, thank you so much for the $1, but I do not see a question attached. It just says $1. So if you have a question, just try to answer it again. All right, Tiki Taki, what's up, Tiki Taki? What if you split custody? I just covered that. It depends. If you split custody, I just got a pay question. I'm sorry. Hey guys, if you would like your question answered, please come to the YouTube. You have a much higher chance of getting your question answered. You can also pay to ask a question. If you pay, there's a 99.9% chance that your question will get answered. This one's from Cat Star 1, $4.99. Thank you so much for the $4.99, Cat Star. If I opt out of the monthly payments, will I only get $1,500 on my taxes next year and not the full $1,300? So if you opt out, you don't get that full $3,000, girl. You don't get that full $3,000. Yeah, so you will get that full $3,000. Also, there's 76 of you guys watching right now and only 55 likes. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. All right, guys, so I think that's it on the paid questions right now. So I'll jump back into the regular questions. To pay for a question, you just hit like the super chat. Hit the I don't know how this should be like a dollar sign somewhere near the chat at the bottom, but you can hit the super chat, ask a question. 99.9, and plus I'm gonna say your name. It's a shout out comes with it. All right, mine says I'm not eligible on the portal, but I'm eligible as so I believe the IRS is still working out their kinks with the portal. So hopefully they update that soon. So if you are eligible, it will receive it. Hi from Colorado. What up, Colorado? So if you need to update your banking information, that portal will be coming out soon in order for you to update that banking information. Also, guys, if you need help filing your taxes, your 2020 taxes, any prior taxes, you need help amending a tax return, or you owe the IRS money, or you're a business owner, I would love to have you as a client. Wouldn't you love to be a client? Go to the link in my bio to become a client. It takes like 5 seconds to fill out. Come back to the live. I'm not going nowhere. Go to the link in my bio, fill out that form, become a client. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description. Oh, we got some paid questions. Let's get into it. Kamira Isaac, thanks so much for $4.99. Is there any way I can take half of the payments instead? No, so that's a very good question. So there's not a way to receive one half of the lump. instead of monthly. So it's either monthly in the lump in 2022 or just the whole lump in 2022. CatStar, but will I get $1,500 now or no? So let me go back to your question. If I opt out of the monthly payments, will I only get $1,500 on my tax next year and not the full 30? So if you so here's the thing, CatStar. If you opt out of the monthly payments, you will receive the full. If your child is ages 6 to 17, you will receive the full $3,000 when you file your taxes in 2022, given that you meet all the qualifications. So whenever you file your taxes in 2022, if you're due a refund, that's when you'll receive that $3,000. If you choose not to opt out, so you don't want to opt out of the monthly payments, you will receive half of that $3,000 in 2021, which is $1,500. You will receive the other $1,500 when you file your taxes in 2022. So either way you look at it, you're still getting $3,000. But you have two options. You can receive half of the $3,000 in monthly payments in 2021, and the other half when you file your taxes in 2022. Or you can receive the lump sum, $3,000, when you file your taxes in 2022. So it's really up to you, CatStar. But let me know if that answers your question. I saw you sent it twice, so let me know if that helps or not. Let me know if that helps. Can we operate? Yeah. So guys, I did post the deadlines to opt out. So there are deadlines to opt out if you don't want the payment. So I wish I can't think of. I would have to pull it up. Because there are certain deadlines you meet if you want to opt out of those monthly payments. I just posted it on TikTok. It's on TikTok. CatStar says thank you. I help. Come here, give me a hug. Yay! It makes me so happy when I'm able to help people, especially people who pay for questions. I'm like, I have to. Like, if you guys pay for a question, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you have all of my attention for that 30 seconds or 40 seconds, whatever. You have my full attention. So I'm just like, I really want to make sure I want to answer all questions, but I pay special attention to those that pay to ask questions because you're spending money, and I want to give you the best service. So if you would like my attention, my full attention, and you have a serious question, come to YouTube, pay to ask the question, you'll get it answered. But I'm currently mainly focused on YouTube, so you can just join the party on YouTube. The quality's better on YouTube. My YouTube is at Duke Loves Taxes, and you can reach by going to the link in my bio. Vanessa, paid to ask a question. Vanessa paid $2. Shout out to Vanessa, appreciate that, Vanessa. Can we opt out midway like August, September? So yeah, let me just read these dates for you guys. Look, can you guys see this? Guys, you see these dates? Okay, so these are the deadline dates to opt out of those payments. Okay, so for example, if you don't want to receive the July payments, if you don't want to receive the July, I'm waiting for it to focus. Focus, baby. Okay, if you don't want to receive the July payments, you have to opt out by June 28th, 2021. If you don't want to receive the August payment, you have to opt out by August 2nd, 2021. So yes, Vanessa, you see how hard I'm going for a paid question right now? I didn't pull out my whole computer. I told you, paid questions get my attention. So yes, Vanessa, you will be able to opt out like midway through August, September. So if you don't want the payment for September, you have to opt out by August 30th, 2021. If you don't want the payment by October, you don't want the October payment, you got to opt out by October 4th, 2021. If you don't want the November payment, you have to opt out by November 1st, 2021. And if you don't want the December payment, you have to opt out by November 29th, 2021. So if you want it, if you want this chart, I did post it. It's on a video I posted on YouTube. Like, it's the most recent video I posted. I also posted on YouTube Shorts as well. So you have to take a screenshot or something like that. Or if you're part of my newsletter, join my newsletter. because if you're in my newsletter, you're going to get it. So to join my newsletter, like you get a lot of updates from my newsletter. Go to the link in my bio, join my newsletter. It's also there. I just sent out the newsletter before I went live today. Sanchez, thanks so much for the $4.99. Last question. No, you're good, baby. For the newborn, it's September. Will I be getting the 2 stimulus from them on my income tax next year for the newborn? Okay, that's just for the newborn, born in September. Will I be getting the 2nd stimulus from them this year? All right. So if you had a baby born in 2021, let's say, I'm assuming you're talking about a baby born. I can't remember if we're playing off your last question or not. But let's assume that you're having a baby in 2021. Then yeah, it's the 3rd stimulus check. So it's the $1,400 one, which is even bigger than the second one. Because remember, the second one was $600 and the first one was $1,200. So if you had a baby in 2021, you'll probably get up to $5,000, which is the $1,400 stimulus check and also the $3,600 tax credit. So to get that stimulus check, Sanchez, you're going to have to file a make sure you write this down, make sure you claim the recovery rebate credit when you file your taxes in 2022. But that's what you're going to have to claim, the recovery rebate credit. Thank you for that. Miss Valerie, thanks so much for $5. I've been trying to pay my taxes, but it says it's still processing. Will I be penalized? So you can still pay it. So you're talking about the difference between filing your tax return and paying your tax return. You can still pay your tax return. You can still pay your taxes by going to like irs.gov/payments. So paying your tax return has nothing to do with processing. As soon as you know your balance, you should know your balance when you file your tax return, and that's the balance you pay in. Now, let's say the IRS comes back and says you owe more or you owe less, then yeah. But if you know your balance, just go ahead and put it in so you can stop those penalties and interest from coming up. Emily, thanks so much for the $5. Hey, Duke, I just want to say thank you. I had to listen to what you were saying about the child tax credit so many times to make sure I'm under. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Emily, thank you for dropping by and just dropping some money from $5 just to say thank you. I appreciate that. Makes me really happy because my whole purpose is, hey, I want to make this child tax credit as easy as possible to understand. Kelly, thanks so much for the $4.99. Really appreciate that. I don't see a question with that clear, but hey, I hope you do just have one again. Baptiste, thanks so much for the $15. Shout out to the $15. I have 8 kids. Just had a one in 2021. Congratulations on number 8. How would I receive payments for them if my husband and I don't have bank accounts and I still claim all 7 and want to claim the 8th one for the child? So if you don't have a bank account, they're going to send a check to whatever address was on that 2020 tax return. So whatever address on that 2020 tax return, you should be expecting a check. So if you're going to change if you change your address or you move, you need to file Form 8822 to update your address with the IRS or update your address with the post office. So if you don't have banking information, then it'll just go to the address on that most recent tax return. Shane Wolf, thank you so much for $4.99. If you get audited in 2021 and the case didn't get closed, do you still get tax credit? Depends. I'm not 100% sure. Shane, if you still get I'm not sure why you shouldn't be disallowed a tax credit just because you're audited. That doesn't make sense at all. But if you need help with that audit, I would love to help you. That's one thing we specialize in is audits. Just go to the link in the description and become a client, and we can get help with that. Alicia, thank you so much for the $2. Baby born in February. Okay. Will I get a stimulus for him? So it's possible. So if you're following head of household, Alicia, I'm sorry, Felicia. Why I say Felicia? And you're making less than $112,500, then you should get a stimulus check for them. And you do that by claiming the recovery rebate credit. So it'll be too late to receive a stimulus check for them 2021, but you should receive a stimulus check for them when you file your taxes in 2022. Make sure you claim the recovery rebate credit. Super important. Laura, thank you so much for the $4.99. Our income went up $80,000 to $200K a year per last year's tax. We were getting monthly payments. Should I opt out? So yeah, you should consider opting out because if they'll base that income. Yeah, opt out. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be giving you tax advice or not, but if you're making $200K a year, you are well over the income limits, and you should opt out unless you want to pay it back. So I would advise you to opt out, especially if you're not hurting for the money. opt out. Again, congratulations for an extra 80K. Yeah, that's awesome. Case, thank you so much for the $5. How do I add a child if they keep saying they can't verify me and I haven't got my 37 check, but I'm eligible for it? Keep trying. I'm not sure when they're going to update that portal, when they're going to update that tool. Hopefully they update it soon. But if you can be verified, see if you can verify by mail. But just try to get verified. I know it's frustrating. But hey, to add the birth of a child, I can tell you one thing. That part of the portal hasn't come out yet. That part of the portal to add the birth of a child has not come out yet. So if you're trying to, you should be okay. Yeah, you should be okay. Uh-oh. Jessica, thank you so much for the $4.99. Guys, if you watch from TikTok and come to YouTube, you have a higher chance of getting your question answered. I seen something that if you make less this year than you did the year before, you get extra money. Okay. I seen something that said if you make less this year than you did the year before, get extra money when you file your taxes in 2022 for 2021. I'm not 100% what that is talking about, unless it's talking about where you can use your earned income from like 2020 instead of using your earned income from 2021. So you remember this year when we filed our taxes for 2020, like you had the option of using your 2019 earned income, rather your 2020 earned income to see if you qualify for more credits. That might be what's being talked about. The ability to use like earned income from our prior year versus 2021, which it can qualify you for additional credits. It's a very good question. Okay. Tisha, thank you so much for the $4.99. Daughter's dad claimed her 2020. I will claim 2021. Can I add her to mine since he opted out? Yeah, you'll be able to add them. So yeah, you can add qualifying children to the portal. Daughters, I'm gonna make sure I read your question right. Daughter's dad claimed her in 2020. I claimed 2021. Can I add her to my opt out? Yes. Yeah. So you should be able to opt them. And do you opt out monthly? I'm not sure what the last question. Did I opt out monthly? I don't got no kids. Also, guys, it's 87. You guys watching and 68 likes. Let's see if we can get the watch. So if you haven't liked, give this video a like. Please like it. Let's like it. Tisha Kennedy, I'm not sure what the last part of your question is. Did I opt out? I'm not sure. Kalia, thanks so much for the I said it right. Rios, thank you so much for the $4.99. Letter to verify my identity to get my tax refund, but when I tried to do it online, it says unable to verify me. I tried to call. Letter to verify my identity to get my tax refund, but when I try to do it online, it says unable to verify. I try to call. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what to do in that situation because I don't know the letter and I don't know, why they're trying to identify it. But is there any way you can? So typically, any case with the IRS, if you aren't able to do what you have to do by online, there should be an option to mail. But I would just keep trying, Rios. If you want to, Rios, you can update whatever you're talking about. You can update it to my Discord. It's called Screenshots. You can just upload it there, and I'll try to reply there. But make sure if you do upload any type of screenshots that you block out any personal identification information because I don't want people seeing your social security number, your address. So if I can just see what you're talking about, hopefully I'll be able to help you more. Shane Wolf, thanks so much for the $4.99. I claimed my kids in 2020 and 2021. My eligibility says pending on IRS site. So hopefully they'll update that soon. So I think they're going through some system. Because you and a bunch of other people have that same status, so hopefully they'll get that updated for you soon. Where yours says eligible, especially since you are eligible. So absolutely. Brittany, thank you so much for the $1.99. Brittany, I see you. Can I change the number of qualifying dependents from 2 to 1? So I believe it's either opt all out. I believe it's because I don't have kids, so I haven't gone through the portal from what I'm hearing. And if anyone can confirm this, are you able to opt out for just one children? But from what I'm hearing, that you have to opt all out for all of them. It's not just like you can't pick and choose. That's what I'm hearing. Thank you for that, Brittany. Kelly, thanks so much for the $4.99. Hey, dude, what's up, Kelly? I filed March 11th with 2 kids, but I got a letter saying I can't get a refund. But my son was born April 26, 2020. By the way, it's Maximami OG. What's up, Maximami? Okay, so you filed make sure I didn't miss any questions. Okay, so you filed March 11th with 2 kids, but a letter saying I can't get a refund. I'm not sure what the letter. If you want to upload that to the Discord as well in screenshots. Hopefully I can read it and see what you're talking about. I'm not sure why a letter was said you have a refund unless you have like past due obligations. But my son was born April 26, 2020. By the way, I'm not sure why. I would have to see that letter to help you out a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure. If you upload to the Discord, hopefully I can get to it. And see that what you're talking about. But yeah, to get to my Discord, it's the links in the description or in my bio. Sarah Lopez it says you sent 299, but I do not see a question with that. If you want to add a question, I'll be able to get that in. Priscilla, I said your message was deleted. So if you want to try again, thanks so much for 299. But answer the question. Kelly, my question is, what should I do? Hey Duke, I filed March 11th with 2 kids, but I got a letter saying I can't get a refund by my son. So what is the letter saying? Is it telling you? I will respond to the letter, especially if you know you qualify. There's always a way to respond to a letter or appeal something. So know your taxpayer rights, especially if you know you qualify for a refund. Like try to fight that, but read the letter. Read the letter. Does it give you an option to respond? Does it give you an option to do something? Especially if you know if you qualify for that refund. So I would read that letter in entirety and see if there's an address where you can reply to, and hopefully you will get that refund. But like I said, I want to know exactly shit. I wish I could like see the letter and I'm like, oh, I know what to do, but it's just like I can't picture it right now. Priscilla, thanks so much for $4.99. My baby is going to be born in August. Will I be able to July payments in house? So you won't be able to receive the July payments because your baby hasn't been born yet. So the baby has to actually be born in order for you to add them to the portal and receive those payments. All right. That is all the questions. I hit all the paid questions. No more paid questions because I am hopping off. Gotta go. I'm tired. It's past my bedtime. Shout out to everybody who joined from the Tiki Talkie. Shout out to everyone who's been here the entire time. I first started streaming today on Tiki Talkie at 8. I did TikTok Live from 8 to 8:15. Then I did Instagram from after that to like 8:15 to 8:30. Now we're on YouTube. But yeah, Casey, come pay tomorrow. I'll try to be back tomorrow. But I'm out, guys. Woo! It's like getting off work. All right, guys. Love you guys. Bye-bye. This is